the F-80 is coming straight for us again. And trying to very much head on us. And oh my god! I'm telling you, those HEFI bullets when they connect, that dude just disintegrated. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on War Thunder with me, Spacefish, and welcome to the ME262 A-1a. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful German jet plane is, well, a very nostalgic one for me, because it used to be one of the very first jets ever to see the daylight in War Thunder. This thing comes in at a battle rating of 7.0 at rank 5, and, well, while it isn't the fastest one in the world, I think for the tier that it comes in at, it is very competitive in terms of speed, maneuverability, and firepower altogether. You get a 30mm Mark 108 cannon set of 4, which, well, have 360 rounds of ammo, which quite honestly is more than sufficient to easily shoot down 3, 4, 5 planes, no problem at all. And these cannons are very, very, very deadly indeed. You do have a few sparks here and there, but usually once you connect a shot or two, you absolutely disintegrate whatever you've been hitting. And well, the bullet speed and the overall bullet spread, thanks to having 4 cannons, is also honestly quite decent. It's not the fastest flying bullet in the world, but it is certainly a lot easier to connect than with the ME262, for example. Now, you do get a max speed of probably around like 865, 870-ish kilometers an hour when fully spaded. As you can see, I'm not quite there yet. You do start a good bit lower. Turn times around like 20, 29, 30 to 27, 26.5 seconds, depending on how spaded it is. Rate of climb can go all the way up to 19.5 meters a second. Now, this thing, I have to say, it's kind of a double-edged sword, quite frankly. I've had it a while now, and I do have to say that without the proper spading, it does not really feel that crazily competitive at its BR. Without much of any improvements in terms of the flight characteristics, you are very much lacking a bit the acceleration, the climb rate that you would really want from a jet at this tier. But I do have to say that once you do get the proper improvements in for this very thing, it becomes incredibly competitive. I have just recently now, as you can see, finished off the engine. We're nearly at the engine cover, and I have to say that about the point where you get to wings repair and engine improvements is the point where this thing really cuts over from being a bit underpowered comparatively in its BR to being quite strong in its BR. You can very nicely keep up with most of the climb rates at the BR. The acceleration is somewhat decent. The top speed that this thing can hold with the swept wings is honestly also really good. You can keep up with most of the things at its BR if you come in with a decent enough speed, and the maneuverability, while not being the craziest at its BR, is also still very competitive. Pair that then with the 430mm, which, as I previously said, can be absolutely deadly and are really not that hard to aim, and you have yourself a very potent entry jet fighter in the German tech tree. So I have to say, I really love this thing, and I think on top of that, it is a very beautiful jet compared with some of the others out there. Really enjoying the looks overall, and overall, honestly, just in total, a very great plane indeed. But with that said then, I think it is time to give you all a bit of an impression of what this can actually do in battle. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's have some fun, hopefully kill a bunch of people, and see what this thing is all about. Alright everyone, so welcome to the first game with one of these incredible massive LA-200s on the airfield then. We're just about to take off. Very slow start right here. It does seem that we are pretty much bottom tier then with a C-1a right there. Of course, the upgraded ME262 with the little rocket engine in the back to get it up faster and some MiG-9s and Su-9s, and all the swords were up against Americans and Swedes, so that one is most certainly going to be interesting. It is going to take us a while, though, to actually climb, but, well, with the spades, I usually go up to like 560 before it was 520 kilometers an hour, and then it's a long 10-degree climb till, well, we are finally there. You can see, even with the spades, you know, the acceleration of some of these other top-tier jets is certainly a bunch better, especially Meteors, of course, do have a bit of an advantage over us, but, well, you know, MiG-9s, Su-9s, we can very well keep up with, and on average, I would say we are very competitive in terms of performance, even at this tier. That said, though, I'm going to go and focus a bit on just climbing for myself, and that's most certainly not going to be all too interesting to you all. So, well, we're going to go do that, and I'm going to see you all on the other side. Alright, everyone, then, you can see there is enemies coming up, and, well, we've come along quite nicely. 2.5, 3k is usually the latest point where you want to level things out. There is an F-89D. Was that the rocket one? Because if it is, I'm going to have absolute PTSD flashbacks here in a second. We do have an F-80... Well, we did have an F-84 right there. We do have a J-28 right there that we're nicely going to evade, most certainly. Do not want to have that in the face. And I'm quite worried, I have to say. Yeah, that's rockets. Oh, God, no, please. No. Oh, I absolutely despise that plane, honestly. So, there's the J-28 there. Very nicely turning in on us. We're not going to make that turn. And while my pilot is not absolute trash level in terms of flight performance, he's certainly not the best in the world then. We've got an F7, F1 back there. So we probably want to avoid turning for a minute to not suffer the same fate as the Su-9. And then we can slowly but surely head back in. Oh, God. No, the F-89 is not anywhere close currently. Well, it is somewhat close and absolutely potentially diving on us, but we're going to keep some speed up and hopefully go for the F7 for the time being. So that's literally the closest target that we have for the time being, and at least we can help out the Su-9 some. Slightly missed out, unfortunately. They did rework the overall gun sounds for this thing, and I have to say, it sounds absolutely mega to me. I really love the way this sounds. The F7, F1 is still chilling on our back, so we cannot too aggressively turn in on that. Now it's going for the SU, which means we've got a nice chance here of slapping that guy out of the air. Oh, getting slapped out of the air. Oh, God, that was painful. The engines are still good, though. I think we can continue. Potentially. Aerodynamics do not seem all too messed up. I don't know. It looks fine. The oil temperatures do go up in this thing over time, so it's not the most surprising thing in the world, that. And other than that, you cannot really zoom onto the other guy because the P-51. Come on, turn. No, we cannot keep up with the prop in turns. Oh, God, this is bad. Oh, no. Oh, boy, yeah, we're gonna die now. Especially if we do that. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, welcome back, everyone. We're currently somewhat running after the fight, which we seem to be utterly losing, or just utterly underrepresented, rather. Because, well, we've got a lot of ground attackers over there. We don't really have a lot of fighters over here. There's, like, 5 fighters on the back of this F-84. We've got 2 F-84s up here, and me now, but I don't know. I mean, this feels like a little bit of a overkill on their side, so, poor lad. I am absolutely about to black out, and there we go. Goodbye, crew world. I already almost got killed, and now I can't even see where I'm going. This pilot is going to absolutely be the death of me. Got an R2Y2 behind me here. Oh, God, and I got a J29 behind me here as well. Oh, I do not like this. 2 people behind us. We are absolutely going to be super mega dead. Gonna try and take that MiG-9 with us at least, if we can. Like that. Wow, what a snipe. That was absolute disintegration right there. The J-29 should not be able to keep up with me, but that doesn't matter if he gets me before I run away. Yeah, I don't know, that was not great. Let's try and snipe that dude. No, never mind. I'll see in the next one. What do we do? Alright everyone, so welcome to the next one then. We are starting to get some action, and I just kind of flew a little loop-de-loop to make sure that a few of my teammates catch up to me and I'm not the first one spearheading into the enemy team again. Because, well, I don't know, I've got such a high speed of climbing rather, comparatively, that I'm usually quite a fair bit ahead of the team, which, of course, isn't really, in the end, the greatest thing, because that really just allows the enemy team to pick me out way easier. So we're trying to take it a bit more slowly this time around, see when some opportunities open up, like on that F2G1 out there, which is, quite majorly separated from the rest of this team, so that is most certainly quite nice for us, and we're gonna aid our teammates and, well, pouncing on that one as he already is more than dead. So, gaining back a bit of that altitude, also trying to regain a bit of my stamina right here, and, well, then we've got another F2G coming our way, which is very much looking for a head-on, it seems. Which we're not really trying to give him. So, out of the way we go. And, slightly to the side, the F2G is coming around. We've got a J-21 out there. Oh, God. That's not good. Let's go away. Give it a little divey dive. Spitfire's on his back. And, well, he'll either have to turn off or he'll die, so, seems like it chose the latter option. Cool. They do one in for the team then. We've got another F2G down there. We've got some other enemies down there. F2G is most certainly out of the way now. We've got an A-21 and a J-21 after some friendos down there, so we're going to loop-de-loop in on that one, if and when we can. Just like that. And then we are going to be on their tails instead. Well, not the J-21, because he's very much coming up and into me. But the A-21, most certainly we are on his tail, so let's try and get him out of the way before he gets our ME262 out of the way. Oh. Well. Not really much getting out of the way to be done there. Here, maybe? Nope. No chance on that one. We're going to quickly just take a look at that IL-28, because why not? He's right on our path.
The enemy is winning. We've got to
Boom.
counterattack.
And on we go. Really just have to connect once or twice with these quadruple 30 mils, and you've usually got quite a good chance of just slapping people out of the skies with that then. A-21 out there is going somewhere. It's going right in front of me. Good night. Sleep tight. Literally one bullet connected and that was good enough. Absolutely beautiful, these guns, I'm telling you. That's one kill then, out of the way. Can't say he made it hard for me, to be honest. I'm rather confident we don't have anyone on our tails. That F-80 is going to be fast though, so we're gonna have to see if we can keep up with that. I mean, I guess that works. It's an A-21 out there. Seems to be going away from an airfield, so maybe we can just play out our energy advantage here. And also just slap him out of the sky real quick. He's one of the last two people, so should probably... Oh god! Alright everyone, welcome back. We've already got an A2D coming towards us. That's probably unfortunately going to make it to the base before we do, so quite a bit of an issue right there. We're most certainly not going to be able to stop him from destroying that in time. Come on, stop losing control, please. Stop losing control, please. Thank you. Now hit. What did I just lose my wing to? Oh, he bombed! Oh my god! I hate when people do that to me. I've done that to so many people myself. And now it's been done to me. Alright then everyone, so we are slowly but surely getting ourselves into some fights. You can see Nehar 234 down there already being in big trouble. Being followed by an SU-11 and an F-80, and we're gonna try and help him out. While there is some IL-28s whizzing past and stuff, I think it's kind of our priority to save our own teammates. So we are going to take on that very task together with that J-28 down there. Hello, F-80. How are you doing, buddy? Got one! That was nice! Haha, beautiful. There is an SU-11 behind me, and the J-28 is absolutely not behind me anymore. I don't know where my friend is going, but he's certainly not following me to help me out, so, help? This is not great. The SU-11 is at least not keeping up all too well, so that's something. But we're gonna have to try and turn back towards our team somewhat. I'm worried that the SU will be able to catch up with me doing that. Oh, beautiful. There's an SU-9 coming now.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
Oh. Oh, it's not fun. Okay, on we go. My pilot is unfortunately absolutely trash with vision, so there's an SU-11 now 600 meters behind me without me even knowing. Oh god, this is bad. Turn! Alright, everybody, so welcome back. We've got some action about to go down here, and it's not looking all too positive for us, with about everyone on the enemy team being above us in terms of height. Well, LA200 and myself just missing each other right there. I'm going to dive down though, because the kicker does have too much of a height advantage on me. We're going to maybe try and go for the SU-11 here instead, and hopefully not get sandwiched between all these other enemies. SU-9 there, we're going to turn off of that. We're going to try and get the SU-11, maybe not, just going to keep going straight then. And hopefully we're going to outspeed about anyone else. SU-11 is quite fast. Oh god, this is spooky. We've got like 4 enemies on our tail. Not the best of feelings, but we have broken free it seems, so that is most certainly good news. There's a kicker to our right. We're going to break to the right as well, because all the enemies are quite evidently going to the left, and we're going to try and get the kicker off the tail of the F-89B there. Hopefully. And come on. Yes, beautiful. F-89B is very smoky though, so that's not great. J-21 just chilling up in front of us. Thank you for the kill. We will take that happily and head on straight. Absolutely being caught up to by the SU-11 though, so that's not great. I'm not sure we can get ourselves out of this one now. The kicker's really catching up. We're absolutely in heaps of trouble here. We'll have to turn, and I do not think I will survive that, especially with a bit of packet loss right there. That will not be all too great. And there goes the kicker, absolutely murdering us in the face. Alright everyone, so we are back this time around with updated ammunition belts, which well, are giving us 1 extra HEFI shell and 1 less incendiary shell per 4 bullets. So we should hopefully have a little less sparkage and even more effect in terms of bullets connecting, actually insta-killing things. So fingers crossed that that's going to be nice and effective for us. I've also tuned down the fuel to 15 minutes now, so hopefully that is going to be sufficient still to carry us through the battle, while at the same time allowing us for even bit more performance in terms of speeding up, in terms of holding speed, in terms of climbing, and of course in terms of maneuverability. So fingers crossed right there. We've got a first few jets out here, a lot less props than the last game, a lot more of a jet game. So let's see just how that one's going to go. We've got a Vampire lost here already, which is not the most beautiful start to the game, most certainly. And while we are behind an F-80 now, we are absolutely going to black ourselves out trying to keep going with that too. So well, let me keep going straight, and let me try not to get absolutely knocked out by him from behind. I did have an ME262 behind me there, but he's absolutely gone. So we'll have to try and dive away a tad bit here and not get hit by any of the MG bullets, which is going to be harder than it sounds, but he is
Take him down.
going to lose a bit of distance there, which is beautiful, and they're going to try and zoom climb away a tad bit. Alright, we're back. The F-80 is coming straight for us again. And trying to very much head on us. And oh, oh my god! I'm telling you, those HEFI bullets when they connect, that dude just disintegrated. I'm not seeing much of a wreckage anymore even. Holy Jesus Christ. That was quite lethal. Nice first kill of the game, I would say. Absolutely beautiful. Didn't even get messed up by any of his bullets, so that's a nice bonus. We're going to go and try and head over to help out our vampires. Currently finding a bit of a 1v2 as, well, he just now goes down as well. So I suppose that we would be heading in a 1v2 for ourselves now, which does not sound like the greatest of ideas. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to go and head over to that little fight right there, help them out, and hopefully thin out the enemies right there, and then focus on those dudes instead. Also, somebody just lost his hut. Hit Alt plus Y. Just a little tip for everyone that happens to. Alt plus Y is going to fix your hut. Well, it's going to make your HUD disappear, and it's also going to give it back to you, just so you know. Now, that MiG-9 coming straight at us right there. Oh, what a snipe! That is another one gone. Absolutely murdered that one. Got the A-21 now coming not at us, but our way, I suppose. Placing himself in front of us? I don't know. Not gonna say no to that, most certainly no! Oh, we accidentally rammed him. Oh no, this is so tragic. We had 3 kills. Come on. Come on, push the nose down. I believe you can do it. No, I think the tail's too far gone, unfortunately. Oh, this is a pity. We're gonna have to bail out. That is very unfortunate, but still a very nice 3-kill game against a lot of enemy jets, and I would say a very nice argument for why this thing is really, really great and enjoyable. But with that said then, I think it's time to go back to menu for a final verdict on this thing, so I'll see you there. Alright everyone, so back we are in the menu then with the ME262, and well, I think in the clips we've quite honestly seen a very, very nice reasoning for why this thing is that enjoyable to me, why I still love it so much, and why I think where it is currently at in the tech tree, even after all these years of its existence, it is still a very, very nice and competitive entry jet. I have to say, I think it is absolutely great. As I had also previously hinted away at, it really becomes a lot better over the evolution through spading it. I feel that when starting off, it is a bit of a weak combination, because while it does already have a lot of firepower, and when the bullets connect, it is very lethal. It is, in the early stages, very much lacking that acceleration, the speed, the climb rate, the turn time, all of which you can very, very nicely amp up through a lot of upgrades. It has a lot of potential through the upgrades, and once you do get there, and you do get all these things out of the way, it becomes even more of a weapon than it has been before, and honestly, I do have to say the belts do help quite a lot. Even though the initial belts are quite lethal in themselves, the extra HEFI bullet in there really, really helps out, deleting enemies even more, and it is certainly a worthwhile addition too. So honestly, the more you spade this thing out, the better it gets. I really have to say it's a very big recommendation from me. I really am enjoying this plane a ton, and I think everyone that is going down the German tech tree should really check this out and should consider to make this their first jet in German tech tree, because I think it is quite entry friendly for players new to jets, and it does have a lot of potential, and it can surely get your love for jets going right from the start. But with that said then, I think that is about my final verdict on this plane. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed the clips. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. With all that out of the way though, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.